told me just how difficult this one was, and at one point you said you even questioned if you might have re-injured your wrist. So give us an update. How are you feeling now, a few more moments past that?
Yeah, I mean, it's sore for sure, but yeah, the things that went through my head going into that first turn, the first start, just I felt the thing cracking and popping, and it was literally locked in with handlebars. I think it was shock on the inside. Just couldn't get out of it, and you know, the things running through your head is like, man, did you do it again? Got up and felt pretty good, and then I just was like, okay, let's try to make up as much points as we can now. And you never want to see it, but a red flag came out, and this one definitely worked in my favor. Yeah, gotta restart, and you don't get these chances all the time. So absolutely crushed that second start, and it was literally perfect. Led a bit, but yeah, just did not feel good. Like I literally just had to kind of ride my bike, and yeah, but still, man, thankful to get out of here with good points and tied for the lead now.
Yeah, and to have that red plate and sharing that red plate, that is a really big deal. It's not easy to come by points here in an East-West showdown. We'll turn it over to questions from the media. Mitch
Kendrith, Racer X. RJ mentioned the restart. One, did you change anything for the restart, or you just have to execute? And then two, talk about your battles with Seth throughout the race, throughout the night.
No, I didn't change anything. My first start was honestly pretty sick too. Like it was solid. The guy on the inside didn't let off, and there was nothing I could do. He locked into me, and I smoked Haiden, and yeah, that was all it wrote. But like my jump both times was really good. But like I said, like I've been doing this a long time, and you don't get those chances often, if at all. Yeah, came into on my side this time, and I knew I had to get that. And then yeah, I just felt like I couldn't get out of my own way, honestly. I was leading the race, led a few laps, and was struggling, but just felt like I had to just hit my marks and do what I could. You know, Haiden got me, Cole got me, and I was still content. Like, I know the guys that I need to beat. Then I seen the green 56 come up beside me once, and I was like, okay, we've got to hold on to this thing and just grind this out. So, yeah, like I said, literally the toughest main event I've ever had to do, just mentally, physically, and had to stay in check, and yeah, it worked out.
Was there any section of the track you were losing time, you felt, or was it just battling everything all at once on a tough track?
I mean, there wasn't really one section. It was just kind of reminding myself I can't go too fast or try to go too hard, because then that would lead into a mistake. Like, I was really, really slow after the quad. You go right, big double, right before the finish. I don't know what it was with that section, but all day I just felt like I could not get through it. So I know I was losing a lot of time there. And then honestly, before the mechanics area, that right-hander, it was so hit or miss whether you got a good drive out or not.
Dan Beaver, NBC Sports, and this one will be for RJ. Starting off the season, hung up on the tough blocks in first race, second race, whatever it was. Did you think you would get here eventually, or did you think you'd get here faster than this, or what's that journey?
I promise you, there's no one that believes in themselves more than me on the line. So yeah, altogether, I mean, I knew I could get back in this thing. Take it weekend by weekend. I know how crazy these things can go. So yeah, it was important just to stay in it and get things back going, which I did pretty fast. Last weekend sucked, but also it sucked for everybody. So we made up good points, and then tonight just did what I had to do.
Now we'll welcome our race winner, Cole Davies, to the round of applause. Adam.
Adam from Track Talkers. This one's for Cole. It looked like on that first start, you were riding a little tight. It didn't seem like you were executing as well as you wanted to, kind of coming through. And then on the second start, it just looked like you were so relaxed and everything was flowing. Did you get like a little warm up going where your body felt better and you felt like you could kind of fire off really quickly? Or why on that second start did you seemingly look so much better?
Well, honestly, I was in a good spot before the red flag, so I was a bit pissed off, to be honest. So when I lined back up, I was a bit pissed on the gate. I knew I had to reset and get another good start, but so I had to reset and focus on another good start. But I didn't actually get a good start. I was probably sick or something. I don't know. I didn't get a great start, and then we were pretty much just battling it out, and I got to the lead and tried to put some good laps in early, and just rode it home from there.
Were you thinking more ahead of yourself on the second start instead of thinking behind, or why did you just drive through the pack so well?
I just got a bit pissed off, to be honest. I just, I knew I had to get another good start, but I just, for the most part, I got a bit pissed off. I wanted to win, so I just put my head down.
Scott.
Moto now. RJ, had you done the quad at all earlier in the day, or because it seemed like you weren't doing it to start the day, and then you started doing it once these guys got around you?
Yeah, that was the first time I did it all day, and I didn't even really want to. And then Cole passed me, and I seen him hit it. I was like, all right, let's see if we have to. And then, like I said, I had slow areas. Like, dude, I was not doing anything cool on the whole track, so I knew I had to jump that to even stay in front of Seth. And man, it was sketchy though, because you didn't know if you got a kick or not. Like, there was areas throughout the rhythms that would definitely grab you. It was easier for me to go quad one in than hit the ruts where you go 3-3-2 or whatever it was. So yeah, I just kind of flipped that I had to do it.
Michael.
Thanks, Haley. Michael Antonovich with course heading. This will be for Cole and then Hayden, if you can. Cooper said that you guys had star flooded the track this week to kind of get used to some wet riding. How did you guys do that? And then to take into the last 3 minutes of that main event for you, Hayden, you did reel him in a bit, and that was looked like another day down at the farm of you guys just clicking off laps as hard as you could.
Well, how did we do it? We were riding around the test track, and they were watering the track while we were riding. But for the most part, we thought it was going to be like super muddy again, so we'll get in some mud testing in. So trying to dial the bikes in, try some different stuff in the mud, but just trying some mud stuff.
Yeah, Star always makes sure they do the most. Try and set up some stuff in the mud, but I mean, it paid off a little because these transitions were super notchy, and I feel like when they flooded the track at the farm, it was just like puddles and little ruts in the transitions, so it paid off, I think.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott with Moto now. Hayden, obviously second again to your teammate Cole with a comfortable point lead that you have. Is this made you care about losing Cole, or are you just okay with managing the championship?
I mean, the boy's horny, he's out there, he's sending it. And you honestly, I see him, I feel like that was kind of how it was last year, where you're just gonna do almost anything to try and win. And at this point, I'm in the championship. I mean, we got 2 rounds left now, and it's obviously Cody's ripping like that. And to be honest though, towards the end of that main event, I thought we had more time. I looked up on the little circular thing, and it was like I thought he said 5 minutes to go, so I kind of screwed myself a little bit. When the flames went off, I was like, oh, guess who won? I mean, it's chill though. I rather have him in front of me than anyone else, so it's good. And yeah, we made up some good points though, and he's in P2 now, so he knocked that boy out of a second.
Adam.
Adam from Track Talkers. This one's for Hayden. It looked like in that second main event, the first one, you definitely had a flow going, and I felt like you were coming to the front quickly. The second main event seemed like, because of all the battling that was going on, there was a lot of riders all kind of in the same space. It looks like you got a little frustrated, maybe started to ride tight kind of towards the middle, and then end of the moto, you opened up. Can you take us through some of that middle of the main event frustration that you had, or arm pump, or whatever was happening?
Yeah, it just took me a little bit to find my flow, and that's right in that middle right there is where I really found my flow. And it was the best I've felt in a long time. I really just locked in, perfect laps, and didn't make any mistakes after I got around Hamacre and Hampshire. And yeah, it was just flowing, slowly reeling in Cole, and then he ended up getting the dub, got second. But I mean, that's just, it felt good. I was just flowing the track, and that first part of that race, I just was a little too slow. I think I didn't sprint hard enough, and I just got to work on stuff like that. I don't know whether it's in my mind, championship mode, where I just try and be smart and not go down those first few laps. That's hindering me, which, I mean, it's working, so I don't want to change it too much. But yeah, I definitely need to pick it up those first few laps.
Congrats, boys.
Michael.
Okay, RJ, to get you into the points lead now, after the way this season has gone and knowing everything that's happened in the months leading up to this and how the points have ebbed and flowed, as a defending champion of a 250 class, how chaotic is this? For someone that's lived it and got to live it again, how do you do it?
Yeah, it's nuts. That's why I just kind of always say anything can happen. And these chances that I've had this year, man, I haven't had those in the 10 years of doing this. So yeah, just crazy the way it's all worked out. Put myself in the best position I can on the weekends. And it just seems that, right now things are kind of clicking and going my way. Man, I just pray that it kind of keeps going this way. Like, I'm going to get better, I feel. We have 4 left now, I believe. So yeah, or actually 3. I think we have 3 left now. So tied for the points lead, which we were not in this position last year. At 3 to go. So yeah, just do the best I can these next couple. And man, I really just shoot for that last round where you have 3 points. Like, you want to have that opportunity to go out there and just prove that you can win. And yeah, if we're there, like, I'm happy heading into that Salt Lake round.